When I tell you I was terrified, it was terrifying. Hey guys, welcome to Literally Everything, where I talk about literally everything. So today's episode, I want to talk about my experience with sleep paralysis. Yes, I've experienced sleep paralysis, and it is so scary. Let me look up a definition of what sleep paralysis is, and then I will share my experience with you guys. Okay, so Google says sleep paralysis is a temporary inability to move or speak while falling asleep or upon waking. Sleep paralysis most often occurs in people who have narcolepsy or sleep apnea, but it can affect anyone. It says it's very common. It's usually self-treatable, usually self-diagnosable. There are more than 3 million U.S. cases per year. And so this would have been, COVID was 2020. So this would have been February of 2019. So my roommate Cheyenne and I went to New Orleans. We wanted to get away, and we found super cheap round trip tickets from Denver to New Orleans. I think like $80 round trip. So I said, you know what? We need to explore. Let's go somewhere. So we booked our tickets, and I know that we went the middle of February, so they were prepping for Mardi Gras, but it wasn't quite yet Mardi Gras. So we were there for I think we were there for 3 days. I think we flew in on a Thursday, and we hung out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we flew home Monday. So it was Saturday night. We booked a haunted tour on Airbnb. So we go on the tour. It's like 9 p.m. at night. Before the tour, we got po' boys and daiquiris. So I had a little bit of alcohol, but I was not drunk by any means. So we go on the haunted tour. We go to, I think we went to a cemetery. We went to a cathedral of the sisters or two sisters, something. Then we went to, I don't think we went to anything that had to do with Marie Laveau. We went to, what's that lady from American Horror Story? She had that mansion. It's like gray. It's on a corner. I have to Google it. The name is like on the tip of my tongue. La Laurie Mansion. We went there. So we went to a couple different places, and then the tour was over and we went back to our Airbnb. Everything was fine. We go to bed. I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm laying there on my back. I open my eyes. It's pitch black in this Airbnb. Pitch black. I'm trying to imagine myself laying there. I open my eyes and I go to get up. Like I go to, lean, like sit up in bed, and I can't move. But my eyes are open and all I see is black. It's just black. And I'm trying to move and I cannot move. It's like, it's almost inexplicable. It's weird. So I start panicking and I'm like, what is going on? Like I'm in my brain, I'm freaking out. and it feels like somebody is sitting on my chest. And I go to yell my roommate's name, and it sounds like this: Shy, Shy. Like, I'll never forget saying Shy, Shy, Shy. And that's what it sounded like. And it was so scary. Less than a minute, like at least 30-40 seconds go by, and then the feeling just dissipates. And I'm laying there, and so like I'm laying down, I can finally sit up, and I like pop up, like, and I'm just going like that, like, oh my God, what just happened to me? It felt like somebody heavy was just sitting on my chest. It was so scary. So I get up, I go to the bathroom, I lay back down. I laid on my side. I was scared to lay on my back. I close my eyes and I fall back asleep again. And I wake up in the morning and I tell Cheyenne what happened. And the first thing I Googled was, woke up, somebody sitting on my chest, and a bunch of stuff about sleep paralysis came up. So that's how I knew it was sleep paralysis. So I'm kind of bewildered. I'm a little puzzled, but what can I do about it? It's already happened. It's not like I need to go to the hospital. It's happened. So we fly home, and I want to say it was a couple weeks later. I don't really remember the exact time frame. So I'm in bed in Colorado, and I start falling asleep, and my light was on in my bedroom, and I was laying on my back. And normally I don't sleep with my light on. Like, I like it very dark. So I catch myself falling asleep. So I wake up so that I can go turn the light off, and I start feeling that feeling again, that somebody is sitting on my chest and I can't breathe. And so this time in my mind, I'm trying to get myself through it without panicking. Because when I Googled the first time it happened to me, it said the worst thing you can do is to panic. The less you panic, the faster your body will come out of it. So I'm just telling myself, it's okay. You're fine. You're going to be okay. Just chill for a minute. And I'm laying there and I want to get up, but I'm having to talk to myself and say, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. So I'd say about 20 seconds passed. That one was a lot shorter than the first time it happened. And so I get up, I sit up for a minute, take a couple deep breaths, get up, turn my light off, go back to sleep. And then the third time it happened was kind of weird because I don't know if it actually happened. So I had a dream that I was having sleep paralysis. And I think that is because, I think I had that dream because I was talking to somebody else about it. So I had recently been discussing it. And so in the dream, I was waking up, I was trying to wake up, and I felt someone sitting on my chest. But that time, like, I don't actually remember waking up. It was literally me re-experiencing the feeling in a dream, if that makes any sense. I don't remember it actually happening because the feeling is so terrifying. You know when it's happening. So, yeah. That is wild to me, and that is my experience with sleep paralysis. I remember watching the Kardashians, and Kendall Jenner talked about how she experienced sleep paralysis. And then when I Googled it, I saw that a lot of people experienced it. A couple things that I will note is that it seemed to only happen to me when I was sleeping on my back, which is weird because 90% of the time, I never sleep on my back. I usually sleep on my side, and then eventually I'll turn over on my stomach and I'll wake up on my stomach. Another thing that I read that is kind of scary. Let me just go to Google. So I talked to a couple people, and a coworker said that he experienced sleep paralysis and that somebody told him that meant a devil was on, or not a devil, that if you experience sleep paralysis, it means that a demon is on you. That freaked me out because I was in New Orleans and I went on this haunted tour. And I'm thinking to myself, did something, I don't even want to. So sleep paralysis is not life-threatening, but it can cause anxiety. An article from medicalnewstoday.com published on April 20th, 2018. The reason why sleep paralysis is so scary is not just because you will suddenly become alert, but realize that you are in fact unable to move a muscle or utter a sound. But also because this experience is often accompanied by hallucinations. I didn't experience any hallucinations. I was just super freaked out. What happens during sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is a feeling of being conscious but unable to move. It occurs when a person passes between stages of wakefulness and sleep. During these transitions, you may be unable to move or speak for a few seconds up to a few minutes. Some people may also feel pressure or a sense of choking. How do you stop sleep paralysis? Try to regularly get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day. Go to bed at roughly the same time each night and wake up the same time each morning. Has anyone died from sleep paralysis? No. What triggers sleep paralysis? One of the major causes of sleep paralysis is sleep deprivation, a changing sleep schedule, sleeping on your back, the use of certain medications, stress, and other sleep-related problems. Can you stop breathing during sleep paralysis? During an episode of sleep paralysis, people may feel like they can't breathe, but that's not actually the case. A person does continue to breathe throughout the episode. It also says sleep paralysis can happen just once and never again. You can try sleeping in any position except on your back. It is less common to have sleep paralysis if you sleep on your side or stomach. Okay, so here it says, what is the name of the demon that sits on your chest? The night hag or old hag is the name given to a supernatural creature commonly associated with the phenomenon of sleep paralysis. It is a phenomenon during which a person feels the presence of a supernatural malevolent being which immobilizes the person as if sitting on their chest or the foot of their bed. Creepy AF. Whew. What happens to your brain during sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis is an episode where your brain tells the body that you're still in REM and the limbs are temporarily paralyzed to prevent acting out your dreams. Hey.
Hi, ma'am.
Hey, did I ever tell you about my experience with sleep paralysis?
No, but I had it really bad at my apartment one time.
You did?
Yeah, and I swore, like, it had to have been a demon. Because I was like, get the fuck off me, you don't scare me. But then I really was scared.
Oh my God. I was just Googling about sleep paralysis, and it said sleep paralysis and the sleep demon.
It was literally, like, it's terrifying. Like, it's so scary.
That is the word that I used to describe it too. It was terrifying. Well, guys, that was my experience with sleep paralysis. I just felt like sharing. I like hearing people's story times and experiences, so sometimes I get this urge to share mine as well. So until the next episode of Literally Everything, stay safe out there, and I will see you guys soon.